guys, how's it going? It's Janie over at Janie Sweets, and in this episode I'm coming at you with a Bailey's bottle cake. I love how this cake turned out, but this technique can be used for any other kind of bottle, so a champagne bottle or a wine bottle, but if you want to learn how to make this particular one, keep on watching. So of course it's a Bailey's cake. I have to flavor my buttercream with Bailey's, which is just Irish cream. So I'm just going to grab my Italian meringue buttercream and I'm just going to fold in some Bailey's. And I'm just using my spatula to mix it in until it's incorporated. Then I'm gonna grab my 6-inch yellow cake and just regular vanilla cake, and then I'm just going to drench it with the Bailey's, and I'm doing this just as if I were to use simple syrup. So I've put the Bailey's in a squeeze bottle and I'm just gonna drench all over the top, and then I'm going to put on a layer of the Bailey's flavored buttercream and then repeat everything with my second layer. Now for my third layer, because I have to flip it upside down, I'm just going to drench it on the inside and then flip it. And then I am going to crumb coat the entire thing with that same Italian buttercream. I'm just going to make sure that everything is level and I'm happy with the results. Then I'm just going to pop that in the fridge. And then in the meantime, I am going to work on the neck of the bottle. So I'm using just a regular old Rice Krispie treats, and then I'm just going to form the neck on a like a 5-inch board. So you're just gonna grab the Rice Krispie cereal while it's still a little warm, and then just go ahead and shape everything in the way that you want it to. I was referencing a actual Bailey's bottle that I had to see how big the proportions needed to be, and then just go ahead and push everything into place until it looks like a bottle's neck. I also am using a lollipop stick in the middle so that it doesn't collapse or go lopsided. And then I'm going to take that 5-inch board and then place it on top of my cake and then remove the top to make it round like the shape of the bottle. At this point, this cake is pretty chilled, so I can cut it out with no huge crumbs coming out. But if it wasn't chilled and it was fresh, it probably would give me a little bit more trouble. Then I am going to cover everything up with my buttercream. And then place everything in the fridge again. Once that comes out, I'm just going to place the neck onto the body and then just use the rest of my buttercream to ice it. So once it's iced, it's gonna be pretty seamless and you won't even be able to tell that some of it is Rice Krispie and some of it is actually cake. So pop that into the refrigerator, and in the meantime, I'm just going to roll out some black fondant, and I've measured my bottle to see how much I needed to go around, and then I just cut it into a long rectangle shape. And I'm just going to roll it onto my rolling pin and then just put it around the cake, just like you were to panel a cake if you've ever done that. So you just put it around and then just press it so that everything is flushed onto the cake. And then grab your X-Acto knife or a very sharp knife and then cut a straight seam towards the back. Then go ahead and roll out a little bit more and then cover the neck. I'm just going to grab a pair of scissors and cut that off. And then just pinch everything together until it's semi flush to the cake. Don't worry about the seams because we're going to take all of that out in a second. So cover the top and then go ahead and make some indentations to where the cap would be. Then these seams are going to be covered with just the fondant that I've melted, literally melted in the microwave, and put a little bit of water in, and it just gave me this ooey gooey paste that I'm just going to cover those seams up. Now this looks pretty ugly right now because it is shiny and the rest of the cake is matte, so don't worry about that. What you can do is either grab a spray bottle, but in this case I am using my what is that? Airbrush machine. My airbrush machine. Oh my god, I should edit that out. Okay, I'm using my airbrush machine with just some water, and I'm just gonna spray the entire bottle. Then I've got the Bailey's sign that I printed on edible paper, and I'm just going to cut it out and place it onto the cake and then airbrush that again. And then I'm just going to work on a bow to put on the neck. So you guys know how to make a bow, right? You just cut out 2 rectangles the same size, pinch them together, and then place them together. Then you grab another rectangle and then you put it in the middle, just like so, and ta-da, you have a bow. I am going to also cut out 2 little, I guess, the little feet of the bow. I don't know what the proper term is, but anyway, so just cover up the neck and then put some edible glue on there, and then put your bow on. And then put your little bow feet. I really need to find out what that is. I don't know what that is. So put that on. And then once that's done, it is for a girl and she wanted flowers cascading off the bottle. So I am going to cut out some flowers. These are just like regular flower cutters that you can find. I found mine on Amazon. I'll link it below for you. And I've just cut out a whole bunch of flowers in different colors, and I put those gold dragées in the middle, and I'm just going to cover up the bottle with the flowers. Then I have this Egyptian gold. This is non-toxic luster dust, I guess it's in gold, and then I am using a dry brush and putting a little bit on to the cap and then a little bit onto the bow, and then just go ahead and spray everything with a little bit more water, and this is the final result. I love how this turned out, and she also loved it, my client. So this is how you make a Bailey's bottle cake, and like I said, you can definitely use that same technique and make any other kind of cake. Please find me on Instagram and Facebook at Janie Sweets. If you like that video, subscribe. Check out my last video if you click on this annotation to your left, and I will catch you next time. See ya!